Spirituality, in its original form, isn't about belonging to a faith or following rituals. It's an inner orientation toward meaning, independent of external coordinates. It needs no temple, validation, authority, or manual. It emerges when you stop playing by others' rules and start discerning what holds real value for you versus imposed symbols. By the way, someone left a comment under one of my videos. They wrote, "To figure out if you are in the truth, ask this simple question: did you monetize your videos?" Posted, of course, from a Google account on a device built by an underpaid laborer using a platform owned by one of the largest corporations on Earth. Quite funny because what they're actually defending isn't truth, it's the cult of suffering, repackaged as moral superiority. The idea that spirituality must involve silence, poverty, and self denial isn't wisdom, it's conditioning. A deeply embedded belief that says if you're not suffering, you must be corrupt. This has nothing to do with clarity or freedom. It's just another control script. It doesn't just reject joy, it punishes life itself. Real spirituality doesn't perform, it doesn't require robes, caves, or ritual sacrifice. It requires coherence, precision, and a refusal to obey anything that dehumanizes, whether it comes from a king, a therapist, or YouTube haters. And of course, truth doesn't get cancelled out by paying rent. At its core, spirituality is the ability to sense the depth of existence without mediators. It's not described as good or evil, not measured by asceticism or prayers. It's not a virtue, but a perception, not specific behavior, but a deep sensitivity to the connection between self and world. For some, it arises in nature, for others, in radical self honesty, love, creativity, or even destruction. The key condition is authenticity. No lies, rejecting external schemas for inner resonance. The paradox: true spirituality is often strange, inconvenient, or dangerous to the system. It can't be validated, standardized, or institutionalized. So organized religions inevitably become hostile to it. Spirituality pulls people out from under control. It doesn't need legitimacy or fit hierarchies. It undermines the very idea of mediation between person and truth. That's why living spirituality was gradually replaced by morality, obedience, and later mindfulness, high vibrations, energy work, and other domesticated metaphysics. The trick is simple: keep people searching for meaning, but never finding it. Offer a simulated spiritual experience without the risk of transformation. That's the systemic model. You can believe, seek, practice, but only within the system. Outside it, void, sin, illness, or madness. True spirituality doesn't need a name. It might not be called anything. It doesn't need a symbol because it's a direct perception process. It can't be proven, described, or programmed. It's not for display, existing outside the logic of gain. Its radicality lies in transcending culture, morality, and language. That's why it's almost entirely exiled from the public sphere. But when it emerges, everything else loses power. A person who's experienced true contact with themselves no longer needs authority. They can use systems but won't belong to them. This makes spirituality incompatible with the parasitic model. It doesn't heal, save, or improve. It simply returns you to a place where no external structure can impose meaning from the outside.